It's the last 90 days of the year. 3 months, 90 mornings, 90 nights. And let me ask you something real. What are you doing with them? Most people are already writing this year off. They're saying, I'll start in January. Like somehow the new calendar is going to hand them a new life. But the truth? If you waste the next 90 days, you're not waiting for January, you're training yourself to stay the same. See, I'm not here to give you a motivational speech. I'm here to tell you what nobody else will. You've had enough time to think. Now it's time to execute. You already know what to do. You've watched the videos, read the books, filled journals with goals. You've got quotes saved on your phone. You're not confused, you're comfortable. You've become addicted to the idea of self-improvement, but allergic to the discomfort that actually builds it. You've told yourself you're preparing, but preparation without action, that's just procrastination wearing a suit. Let me tell you something real. You don't need another plan, you need proof. Proof that you can commit, proof that you can follow through, proof that you can be consistent when nobody's watching. These next 90 days aren't about doing everything. They're about doing what matters and doing it every single day. You think you need more time? You don't. You've wasted enough already. It's not that you lack discipline. You've just been practicing the wrong kind. You've been disciplined at distraction, disciplined at checking your phone, disciplined at starting and quitting. And the worst part, you think that's normal. It's not. Because right now, while you're convincing yourself that you're too tired, too busy, or not ready, somebody out there with less talent, less time, less support is outworking you. Not because they're better, but because they decided to stop negotiating with their excuses. So let me say this as clearly as possible. The next 90 days can either be a warm-up for another year of failure, or they can be the season that changes your story. You don't need motivation, you need systems. Motivation fades the moment life gets hard, but systems, small daily commitments, they stay when your feelings don't. You say you want confidence. Confidence doesn't come from watching videos. It comes from keeping promises you make to yourself. You want discipline? Discipline is just doing what you said you'd do, long after the mood you set it in has left you. You want a better life? Then stop chasing big change, start stocking small wins. Because small wins are the building blocks of identity. Every day you show up, you're casting a vote for the kind of person you want to become, and after 90 days of votes, you either build momentum or you build regret. I'm not here to hype you up. I'm here to give you a system, one that actually works. Let's break this down. 5 steps. 90 days. Real results. You can't fix your whole life in 90 days, but you can dominate 2 areas and change your direction forever. Pick 2. Example. Fix your body, workout, diet, sleep. Build 1 skill or project. Writing, editing, coding, business. That's it. 2. If everything's a priority, nothing is. Simplicity is power. Write them down. Tape them where you'll see them every morning. And every time you feel lost, come back to those 2 words. Body, skill. That's your world for 90 days. These are your bare minimum wins, the habits that prove you're serious. Think of them as your personal checklist for consistency. Examples: 10 push-ups, 1 hour of deep work, no phone during first hour after waking up. Write 3 things you're grateful for. It's not about intensity, it's about identity. Because when you do these small things daily, you stop seeing yourself as someone who tries. You start becoming someone who executes. Do not underestimate how powerful that shift is. Every time you catch yourself saying, I'll start tomorrow, I'm tired, I don't feel like it, write that excuse down. Look at it. Ask yourself, has this excuse ever helped me grow? You already know the answer. Excuses are lies your mind tells to protect your comfort zone. But the comfort zone is where dreams go to die. So from now on, every time an excuse shows up, you respond with action immediately. 5 push-ups, 1 cold shower, 1 phone turned face down. Anything that breaks the pattern. Your future self will thank you for every time you refuse to negotiate. Discipline isn't just about doing more. It's about doing less of what doesn't matter. Track your distractions for 1 day. Just 1. You'll realize most of your hours are being stolen by your phone, by meaningless scrolling, by conversations that lead nowhere. You don't need to delete your apps. You need to control them before they control you. For the next 90 days, cut your wasted time in half. Replace it with silence, reading, reflection, or work. That's where focus is born, not in chaos, but in clarity. Stop obsessing over results. You don't need to lose 20 pounds, build a business, or go viral in 90 days. You need to build proof that you can show up for 90 days straight. Create a simple tracker, notebook, calendar, app, doesn't matter. Every day you complete your non-negotiables, mark an X. Miss a day? Don't panic. Start again the next day. That's how consistency is built. Discipline isn't perfection, it's recovery speed. Winners don't quit less, they just restart faster. You've spent years trying to feel ready, but readiness is a myth. You'll never feel ready. You just start, scared, uncertain, uncomfortable, and you build as you go. You'll have days you fail, days you want to give up, days you'll question if it's even worth it. But listen, that's the process testing you. Discipline is built in the moments you want to quit and still move forward. That's where transformation hides, not in the highlight reel, but in the grind nobody claps for. So stop trying to feel motivated. Start building momentum. Motivation shows up when it sees momentum. Close your eyes for a second. It's 90 days from now. You wake up earlier, not because you have to, but because you want to. You feel sharper, lighter, in control. You look at your reflection and see someone who doesn't just dream, he acts. Your phone doesn't own your attention anymore. You've learned to direct it. You've proven to yourself that you can do what you said you'd do. That's not luck. That's discipline. That's who you become when you stop waiting for the perfect time and start using the time you already have. So here's the deal. You've got 90 days. That's 160 hours. You can waste them, or you can use them to rewrite your identity. Forget resolutions. Forget motivation. Forget next year. This is your final 90 challenge. You'll wake up every day knowing exactly what matters. 2 goals, non-negotiable habits, no excuses, laser focus. And by the time the year ends, you won't need to announce your transformation. People will see it. They'll say something's different about you. And they'll be right. Because while everyone else was waiting for January, you were building yourself quietly in the last 90 days that most people threw away. Listen, 90 days is nothing in a lifetime, but it's everything if you treat it like it matters. The next 90 days are your test, not to prove anything to the world, to prove it to yourself, to prove that you can stay consistent when it's hard, that you can commit without waiting for motivation, that you can finish strong, even when others quit early. So write your goals, set your non-negotiables, cut the distractions, and go all in, because when the clock hits January 1st, you won't be making resolutions. You'll already be living the results. Your final 90 days start now. Are you in?